And beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. This game could have a huge impact on the trajectory of both teams' seasons as each are trying to break into the top 25. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the UCF Knights, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Jayhawks will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Knights offense will get the ball first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Mayo. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football, great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Touchdown, Knights! Fitted in the window for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So Kansas offense has the ball for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, He's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And the Jayhawks decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing.
He's loose. He's at the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Rice took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Owls that fired on all cylinders. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Devin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. No.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Davis.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
From the gun on third down. Here's a heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Got a man.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Knights with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Quarterback may change this route. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start of offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Wants to fire on second down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Knights want to pick up the tempo. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Working that wide receiver screen. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter.
Touchdown, Knights! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. He has the first and still on his feet. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Davis.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
The Jayhawks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play action fake. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to get the first through the air. Get it out on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Just keep slinging it. Finds the tight end. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Witherspoon. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Jayhawks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally scored. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pucks it out of the air. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They'll immediately call timeout. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the move from inside his 5. didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to wait. Turning it on! Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Now on first down from the 30. Right back to the well. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Throws to the wideout. What a grab with one hand. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Here we go, give to the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He makes the catch. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. In this defense, its head is spinning. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Witherspoon. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Jayhawks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go with a direct snap. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Power ahead. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Bunch formation for these receivers. Here's the pressure. And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Kansas. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. It's complete to the right. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Wade. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Pressure coming. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Knights will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. The Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here we go. Back to pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. Finally brought down. What a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now, to being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job on the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
The scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. It's complete, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. Defense in press coverage. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard. This is now a 7-point game. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Pass to 45. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UCF! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Looking for the goal line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start off offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Knights trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. And the Jayhawks want to move quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
On target. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 4 wide receivers spread out on 2nd and 6. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Third down play from the gun. Unleashes one. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of it today.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. He'll start this drive firing. They're working that left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power run. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get...
Touchdown, UCF! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kansas, 24.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back. That'll be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been
back in the middle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games, and